Okay, I just want to show you guys real quick how to find the data that I want you to have and collect for the project. So I'm on the website, and right here I just typed the name of a school, University of Central Florida, and I hit enter, or you can click show results. Just type the name here, hit enter, and then here's a list matching that name. So I'm going to click University of Central Florida, and you're going to see here's all the categories of information that they have here. They give you some kind of general information about the college, but down here will be where the specific information will be. So you notice in the instructions right here, the first two categories are cost of tuition, including fees. I want you to have in-state and out-of-state. So when I come back to UCF here, I'll click on tuition and fees. And you will notice right here at the top there's tuition and fees right here. Here's in-state and out-of-state. And you can notice they're giving you different years up here. Go ahead and use the most recent piece of data that they have. So for this particular university, here's the in-state tuition, and here's the out-of-state tuition, most recent piece of information. Right now, also the next two pieces of category I want you to find are about financial aid. So number 3, I say find the average dollar amount financial aid per student, and I want you to exclude loans. Right? So I only want you to look at grants and scholarships, not loans. And then there's a proportion of students that receive financial aid, and I want you to give this as a decimal, not as a percentage. So let me show you here for UCF. Right? Let me close tuition and fees, and let me click financial aid. And you notice the first piece of information they give me is undergraduate students' financial aid information, full-time beginning undergraduate students. So what I want you to do is look at all undergraduate students. So down here is all undergraduate students. You can see they broke the aid down. Here's grants and scholarships, and then here's loans. Only want you to use grants and scholarships. Don't use the loan category. You can see the website gives you the raw number, but that's not what I'm asking you for. I'm asking you for a proportion, which is this number here. So the percent of students receiving aid, we're going to write this as a decimal. We're going to say 0.73 is our proportion of students receiving aid. And then over here, the average amount of aid received per student. That's the other value that I want you to use for categories 3 and 4 there. All right, the next category I want you to find is the size of enrollment of undergraduate students. So let me come back to the website. Let me close financial aid here, and let's go down to enrollment. Oh, here's enrollment here. So if I click on enrollment, you can see they actually break enrollment down. Here's total enrollment number. This includes undergraduate and graduate. And I only want, you believe I said undergraduate. The size of enrollment of undergraduate students is what I want. So here's the number that I want you to have right here, the size of undergraduate enrollment. And you'll notice they give you a whole bunch of other statistics. They give based on gender, ethnicity, age, full-time, part-time, so on and so forth. No need for you to really pay too much attention to that. If that's of interest to you, you can look at it. What I'm wanting you to find is the undergraduate enrollment for that particular college. All right, the last category I want you to look at is the overall graduation rate. Now, if we go to the website and we look at right here, retention and graduation rates, you notice they give us a lot of information here. So the first piece of information they give us is retention rates, which is basically how many students have not withdrawn. They retain the students. That's not what I'm asking you to look for. Here's the overall graduation rate. And this is the piece of data that I want you to use, is the overall graduation rate for that college. Now they break the data down further. This is like cohort data. So what that means is so this 4-year graduation rate, and this for some reason this graph is cutting off the legend. But if I remember correctly, the yellow is the students who began in fall of 2008, and then the blue is students who began in the fall of 2009 or something like that. So they have what they call cohorts, or they've tracked students based on the semester that they began. They break down graduation rate based on gender and ethnicity. And what I want you to use here is the overall graduation rate. And again, this should be, even though it's a percentage, we want to list this as a proportion, and we're going to record that as 0.67 in our data set. That should be all the categories of data that I want you to find. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.